We are on day 2. So this kitchen is primed twice, sanded between each primer using our famous and our fun Surf Prep sander. If you look around the room, there's zip walls holding up plastic. There's 3M plastic here protecting the cabinets. There's paper, there's tape. There's all sorts of stuff that you definitely need to do this correctly and with the best possible results. If you look around, the place is pretty clean. And this is what I expect on every job site: a vacuum floor, a wiped countertop, only the stuff you absolutely need inside the space. It's not a mess. It should be vacuumed and wiped down between each coat. And that's what we're about to do now, is put our first finish coat on here. So the steps that we've taken were exhausting yesterday, but that's part of the refinishing process. If you skip or if you go too fast, you're not gonna let the paint cure before the next coat comes on, or you're not gonna let it dry properly depending on the coating before you put the next coat on. Every material is a little different. Some you can go before sanding, some you have to sand before you reapply. So it's not just the mix and match. You have to know the material that you're going to use for the proper application. We had raw cabinets. We had brand new cabinets being built. We had some add-on pieces that were raw, and then we had some refinished, previously coated finished pieces. That's the gamut of refinishing: new, old, refinishing. You have to take out caulk in some places. You have to fill holes. Make sure that all this order of operations is done correctly with the right amount of time. Because if you're recoating, and let's say you just caulk something and you don't give it a lot of time to dry, or the proper amount of time, and then prime, you're going to have cracks in your finish. Because the finish is going to make the caulk crack, or the caulk is going to make the finish crack. This is part of refinishing. That's why you hire somebody that's going to take the time, but do it as fast as possible with the best result. That's what you're looking for. I'm going to get to it. There's really nothing else for me to say. I have sanded today. I have looked for minor imperfections. I've scraped off 2 or 3 little teeny tiny things that just happen to blow into a corner that just need to be sanded smooth. Your hands are the best tool to look for a smooth finish besides your eyes and light. The light reflection is the easiest one, but there's some places that it's hard to get a light to reflect into a corner. If you do bring your own lighting, that would be great. But your hands, the hand, is going to be the easiest way just to feel the smooth surface, and that's what you're really looking for. You don't want to polish this to that smooth of a finish before you put a final coat on, because the final coat or your top coats have nothing to attach to. So you have to be sanding. In our case, we're going to be sanding to about a 180, 220, somewhere in that range. And now we're going to be ready for our first finish coat. So let's get started.